Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I am Vasubi, your teaching buddy, and I welcome you all to study science with me. That is by Amit Publication, and we are going to study Science Horizon Class 3. Alright, so we will study Unit 1st, that is Plant Kingdom, Living and Non-Living Things. So let's begin to learn more about this chapter. Okay, first of all, let's see the chapter contents, what all we have to study in this chapter. What are the features of living things? That is, what are the qualities of living things? How are living things different from non-living things? अब हमें ये सबको पता है कि animals, plants, human beings, they are all क्या है, हम सब living things है. But living things के कुछ special features होते हैं, qualities होते हैं. वो क्या है? Today we are going to learn in this chapter. So we all know plants, animals, these are living, and things like buses, table, chair, your pencil, books, almirah, cupboard, car, anything. इनके अलावा जो भी आपके दिमाग में आ रहा है वो क्या है? They are non-living things. So what are the features, qualities of living things? Living things can do certain things which non-living things cannot do. तो लिविंग थिंग्स में वो पावर है जो वो कुछ परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं, whereas नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स अपने आप कोई चीज नहीं कर सकते. दे आर जस्ट मैन मेड थिंग्स, दे कैन नॉट परफॉर्म एनीथिंग. सो व्हाट आर दोस थिंग्स? लिविंग थिंग्स कैन मूव, दे वांट फूड, दे ग्रो, दे ब्रीथ, दे फील एंड दे रिप्रोड्यूस. तो ये सारी क्वालिटीज होती है लिविंग थिंग्स में, ये नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स में नहीं होती. These are called the features of living things. Correct? Now, living things move. How? Living things move on their own. Most animals move in search of food and water. Animals move in various different ways. They skip, they run, they jump, they swim, they fly, they crawl. तो ये सारी movements क्या होती है animals की. Plants do not move. Plants move नहीं करते, एक place से दूसरी जगह move नहीं करते, but उनके leaves they fly and they move, their branches move, their flowers they move. तो इसीलिए वो living thing है. Plants like sunflower move in such a way that the flower is always facing the sun. Sunflower का नाम sunflower क्यों है? Because वो हमेशा sun की तरफ move करके grow करता है. Now some flowers like lotus plants open in the morning and closes at night. तो ये भी क्या हुआ? एक movement हुआ. Now living things need food. हम सबको food चाहिए. Non-living things को food नहीं चाहिए. आपका pencil, आपका eraser, do they want food? No. But we want food. Living things need food to live. They need food to remain alive and grow. Green plants use air, water and sunlight to make their own food. तो ये जो ट्रीज होते हैं, प्लांट होते हैं, ये भी फूड इनको भी चाहिए होता है. एंड हाउ? बिकॉज दे प्रिपेयर देयर ओन फूड बाय यूजिंग एयर, वाटर एंड सनलाइट. एनिमल्स ईट प्लांट्स और अदर एनिमल्स एज देयर फूड. तो हर लिविंग थिंग की कैटेगरी में जो आता है उनको फूड चाहिए होता है फॉर देयर ग्रोथ, फॉर देयर एनर्जी एंड फॉर देयर सर्वाइवल. लिविंग थिंग्स ग्रो. So living things grow with time. जैसे जैसे टाइम आगे बढ़ता है, living thing grow करता है. Young ones of animals, they grow to become adult. A puppy grows to become a dog. You all have seen puppy, छोटे से प्यारे से होते हैं, they are like this, and when they grow, they become a big dog. So babies of human, they grow to become young children. पहले baby born होता है, then they start walking. Then they start going to school, and then slowly and gradually they become adult. Seeds of plant grow to become plant. पहले आप एक seed bury करते हैं soil में, and in due course of time it becomes a plant. तो जितने भी living category में आते हैं, they grow. So this is a brainstorm. You have to name 3 animals that can produce babies of their own kind. This is a tricky question. आप इसको अपने आप answer करें. Now living things breathe. Living things breathe in air. Most animals that live on land, they breathe through their nose. जितने भी land animals होते हैं वो they use their nose to breathe. Now fish live in water, they breathe through their gills. Plants breathe through their very small holes that are present in their leaves, that is called stomata. तो ये मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ब्रीदिंग ऑर्गन्स ऑफ वेरियस लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स. वी ब्रीथ थ्रू नोज. एक्वेटिक एनिमल दे ब्रीथ थ्रू गिल्स. प्लांट्स भी ब्रीथ करता है थ्रू देयर स्टोमेटा. स्टोमेटा क्या होता है, किसी भी लीव में आपने छोटे छोटे पोर्स देखे होंगे, वो उनका ब्रीदिंग ऑर्गन है. सो लिविंग थिंग्स आल्सो फील एंड दे रिएक्ट. Living things feel and react to changes around them using their sense organs. These sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. We all have 5 sense organs. Now sense organs help animals to sense things around them. अब आप बैठे हैं, somebody is knocking or somebody is walking behind, coming behind from you, आपको एक feel हो जाता है कि कोई पीछे है, correct? Somebody is tickling you, you react because you feel it. So and something is burning, आपको smell आ जाती है. Some food is tasty, आपके tongue's taste bud आपको बता देते हैं कि wow, this food is sweet, this food is sour. तो ये सारी चीजें आपकी क्या है, सेंस ऑर्गन्स है. एंड ये किसमें होता है, ओनली इन लिविंग थिंग्स. Many plants grow towards light. Roots of many plants grow towards water. तो कुछ लाइट की तरफ ग्रो करते हैं कुछ प्लांट्स एंड ट्रीज, कुछ मेजरली सारे रूट की तरफ which are there buried in the soil, they grow towards it. Some plants like touch me not. एक प्लांट आता है like this, touch me not. ये फील करता है. It closes its leaf when you touch it. ये बहुत schools या they are there in the garden. If you touch these kind of leaves, they'll close themselves. तो इसका नाम रखा है touch me not. So basically it is said that they also feel. Plants also feel. Now living things reproduce. Living things reproduce young ones of their own kind. Animals reproduce by laying eggs or giving birth to babies. There are variety of animals जो eggs देते हैं, and there are animals who also give birth to their babies. Hence they lay eggs to make chicks out of them. Chicks become hen, correct? Now dogs give birth to puppies. Puppies grow to another dog. Human give birth to babies like this, and babies become children, then adult. Most plants reproduce by forming seeds, and these seeds become new plants of the same kind. So an apple tree reproduces by forming seeds. तो जो fruit या vegetable हम खाते हैं, उनके ही seed eventually क्या बन जाता है, another plant. If you bury these kind of apple seeds under the ground, under the soil, it will again grow up to a big tree of apple tree only. तो basically ये show किया जा रहा है कि living things reproduce करता है अपना ही, one of its own kind. It make with respect to time, it reproduce. How are living things different from non-living things? ये पूरा एक chart है which you have to understand. See, living things they grow, non-living things do not grow. Living things breathe, they do not breathe. Living things move on their own, they do not move on their own. आपको उनको हिलाना पड़ता है. Living things reproduce, they do not reproduce. Living things need food, they do not need food. Living things feel changes around them, they do not feel changes around them. तो ये सारे फीचर्स हो गए लिविंग थिंग्स के, और इन्हीं का ऑपोजिट हो गया ऑफ नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स, करेक्ट? सो दीज आर द नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स व्हिच आर मेड अप ऑफ वुड लाइक चेयर, टेबल. तो ये क्या है, दे आर मेड अप ऑफ ट्रीज. नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स लाइक बिल्डिंग्स आर मेड अप ऑफ अदर नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स लाइक रॉक्स एंड ब्रिक्स एंड सीमेंट. So this you have to check yourself, recognize living and non-living things. यहाँ पे आप खुद मुझे बताएंगे. Tree क्या है? Living, of course. Ball is living or non-living? It is absolutely non-living thing. Worm is a living thing. Clock, non-living. Dog, living thing. Correct? Now you have to just summarize few the points जो मैंने आपको भी बताया. Animals and plants are living things. Buses, tables, chairs or anything, they are non-living things. Living things move on their own. Living things grow with time. Most animals that live on land, they breathe through their nose. Living things reproduce young ones of their own kind. An apple tree reproduces by forming seeds. Now you have to answer few questions. How do human beings feel changes around them? Human beings कैसे feel करते हैं? Because of the help of the सेंस ऑर्गन्स, जो हमारे को सेंस ऑर्गन्स दी है, आईज, ईयर, नोज, टंग एंड स्किन. So due to this, whatever changes happens around us, we feel change and we react. So this is how we feel change. How do plants breathe? Plants breathe through the stomata which are present in the leaves of the plant. जो pores होते हैं, because of that, due to that they breathe. How does an apple tree reproduce? Apple tree reproduce by the seeds which are there, which we get from the apple fruit. If we bury it in the soil, we will get another apple tree. So apple tree is reproduced by its own seed. How do plants get food? They prepare their own food by using air, water and sunlight. Describe briefly the features of living things. पूरा एक टेबल मैंने आपको भी बताया है. लिविंग थिंग्स, दे ग्रो, दे नीड फूड, दे मूव, देन दे रिप्रोड्यूस एंड दे फील चेंजेस. तो ये सारी क्वालिटीज क्या हुई लिविंग थिंग्स की. ड्रॉ एंड कलर अ नॉन लिविंग थिंग दैट यू कैन सी इन योर क्लासरूम. तो आप classroom board, duster, chalk, pencil, book, anything you can draw, write its name and why do you think it's a non-living thing. So non-living thing के features आपको बताने हैं, that they do not grow, they do not eat food, they do not move, they don't feel. So these are the qualities of non-living thing. So my dear students, this was a very interesting chapter और बहुत easy था and बहुत knowledge gaining chapter था. I thoroughly enjoyed in teaching you this chapter. Till then, stay excited for clamp of another video and stay happy and healthy. Thank you so much.